आइए आज की जनरल कोऑर्डिनेशन मीटिंग की कार्रवाई देखते हैं।
Right now, our difficult areas are Kohistan, where we are still to move into roads. It appears that it will take some time before we restore the road link in different areas of Kohistan. The new DCO of Kohistan is now stationed at Peshawar. He is accessible. If there are any issues, you can contact him in Peshawar. The road to Peshawar is open. We have tried to move in some cable chairs or cable cars, these locally made cable cars, to Kohistan. 10 has already gone into Kandia Valley. Another 20 are on their way. They might be handed over to the community either tomorrow or day after. The idea is to establish a logistic link through these cable chairs in the short term, and then also work on the restoration of Karakoram Highway and some other roads inside the valley. Right now, 3 valleys are inaccessible: Kandia Valley, Dubair Valley, and Sukut Valley, which is part of Palas. This is the left bank of River Indus. We have been able to provide some food to these valleys, but the situation is still precarious. Upper Swat, Kalam, there is now a link through mules and valleys, but the people are also busy in constructing the road, so we hope that, I mean, it's not a disconnected area, but logistically it's a difficult area as far as so far. Upper Deer, we have now a link, and we've been able to send food items and shelter to Upper Deer. The valleys are still closed, but the people have managed to develop these foot tracks and new tracks, and that's how we are providing them support. The government has allowed the districts to use their district development funds. Funds which are lying with them, those funds were primarily for development purposes, but the government has allowed all the districts, in fact 16 of the districts, to use these funds for carcass removal, for fumigation, for spray, for clearance of roads, restoration of water supply schemes in the urban areas, and even construction of these small footbridges which are in abundance in the hilly areas. We also are taking a decision either today or tomorrow to allow the community to construct these footbridges rather than doing it through a tendering system and the contractor system. The community handed over money, and the community itself construct these bridges. That is also in the pipeline, so we'll do it inshallah in a day or two. The government has already approved a compensation package for the dead and injured. We will be releasing about 267 million rupees to the districts this week for the 774 deaths that has occurred. Another tranche will be released somewhere next week, which will cover the gap. Right now the figure is 1,000 plus. So is the case with the injured. We'll be paying 100,000 rupees to the critically injured and 300,000 rupees to the deaths. So that will be done. We hope to complete this exercise much before Eid al-Fitr. Similarly, we haven't received the written approval, but in all probability the government has intention of approving another recommendation by the PDMA, whereby we do a quick assessment of the damaged houses and pay every house 25,000 rupees first installment as housing compensation. The intent is not only to enable these people to start constructing their houses, but also to inject money into the local economies. We know that not all of the people would reconstruct their houses with this money, but that's how it is done, injecting quick money, ready money into the economies and enabling the people to purchase or to buy items of necessity from that money rather than looking towards the government or the humanitarian agencies for even their very minor needs. Other than that, as you know, we've been we've been busy on our own and restoring links, providing support in food and NFI. I'm sure that 4 clusters, when they speak about their activities, that also covers the activities of the government as well. I have a few observations. I'm sorry I'll be leaving in the midst of the meeting. I have another commitment, but I have a few observations and I thought that I'll share those with you. Number one, there are reports in the media that there are 35,000 diarrhea cases in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So even if I'm not around, I would like WHO and UNICEF to tell us about these, whether they are confirmed figures, and what do we have as far as our strategy is concerned to tackle this problem. The second is the distribution of NFIs, and in some cases even the food items. We are getting feedback from our districts and from other circles that the distribution is not as structured as it should be. Normally the implementing partners, they do not leave the main highways, the roads, they do not go inside the areas, and whoever is around on the roadside gets the food and the NFIs. This is not everywhere, but these are complaints which we are receiving. Similarly, the district administration has done its own distribution. If you look at our website, tents more than 42,000 being distributed. Food items more than probably 80 or 90,000 families have been distributed. So the district administration has an idea or has a knowledge of the villages that they have covered, the people that they have covered, the areas that they have covered. So we would like you to coordinate with the district administration. It's not that we tell you to give NFI to person X and not to person Y. That's your own prerogative. But please coordinate with the district administration so that both of us know which of the areas are covered and which are not. And in a particular area, you might also get lists of people who have been given support, and you can cover the people who are uncovered for the time being. So please do that. We cannot do it at the provincial level, but the district level is a very practical place to coordinate these things, and we would like all our partners to do it at least in D.G Khan, in Tang, in Charsadda, Naushara, Peshawar, in Sawar, and obviously in Dir, if that's a possibility. We had requested in our first general coordination meeting that all the 4 clusters may give us a focal point which can sit in the PDMA, if not for the entire day, but at least for a few hours, so that if there are coordination issues, if there are information gaps, those focal persons could bridge those gaps. Those focal points are still not there in PDMA, and that also result in some gaps as far as communication and information is concerned. So we request again all the 4 clusters to provide us a focal point. We'll provide the space, and that will increase or improve the efficiency of the way we work. That's it. If there are any questions on these issues which I have raised, please raise those before I leave. Thank you. Great. Asif, Director Relief, will take over from here. He's around. We can answer to any questions, any problems which might arise. By the way, the mobile service is now restored in D.G Khan, as was requested in the last GCM. And we are working on the helicopter thing. Might take a few days, but we would definitely like to provide you a facility where aid workers could be airlifted to the inaccessible areas and taken back as well. Thank you very much.